Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Is an antibiotic.
When the two top men disregard each other like they do, everybody feels it.
Even as work begins to shift.
What was that?
At Farmers Laboratories, we're selecting cutting-edge rock research facility to find a more new vaccine.
What did you say?
Patrol is quiet.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those
Use a drink.
Joined by the head of the department.
Are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step backward.
This is a big
Devastating
space.
blow against
Most
basic
to cover.
Look into every dark
Justice
corner.
warriors failed to see the bigger picture. The Og incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout. Temporary separation. many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want legalization, and the Human Restoration Act will give them
Well, there you have it.
Nothing to report so far. Patrol is quiet.
Do you say everything you think?
Sociology at Harvard. Dr. Stansfield Christensen.
This guy thinks he can fight us!
What was that?
Did you see that? Did you hear that?
No, давай. Big space. Close to cover. All cleared.
Просто будь начеку.
It's horrifying. The Human Restoration Act will kick you.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live. Ariel is constantly ready. World. Picus News. Always watching, because you are always watching. In part one of our two-part look at the Human Restoration Act, I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology,
No one around here who finds us. with that? Leave with your book.
Come on, keep up. Yeah, I know.
Here comes the big shot.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
So, the red light district really
What
does
a
attract all
place.
kinds. Enjoy your debauchery,
Getting out of the
sir.
poor quarter, right? I could see why
Most
you
of the
would.
businesses cater to your type. So
Heard there was a
you
lot
don't
of
have
gang
to worry about
activity at night.
service.
Not safe for anyone, even someone as competent looking as you. Riots in Golem City have caused us to increase security in Prague. With Rucker dead, we expect some increase in violence even in the city. We're not ruling out another bombing attempt. With Rucker dead, we expect some increase in violence even in the city. We're not ruling out another bombing attempt.
I was hoping for a little more party action here. This is definitely not...
Ukaž mi doklady, Auku. A žádný zbrklý pohyby.
You watch American television, don't you?
Skvělý, typický nafoukaný amík. Všechno se točí kolem vás, co? PH 847. Tak to vidím prvně. Ale souhlasí to.
Glad to hear it.
Tak ty rozumíš, jo? Dobrý, na. Rozuměj, že na mě ty fajnový číslíčka na tvým ID žádnej dojem nedělají. A teď pohyb. Jestli začneš dělat vlny, Auku, bude jedno, co máš za super augmentace.
No offense, but I shouldn't be doing business with you. It is a divisive time. However...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured of anonymity, Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Pike's always watching, because you are always watching. In part 1 of our two-part look at the Human Restoration Act, I am joined by
Hands are bastard.
Damn drunken idiot tourist.
Adam, did you check out that apartment on Havani Street yet?
I've been busy.
Don't miss this chance, son. Based on past border control logs, Orlov never stays in Prague for very long.
Proč mě musíte otravovat? Nemám čas.
Tohle není to tak zlý. Některý dny
Nemám
jsou lepší
čas.
než jiný, ale tak to má asi každej. Můžeš se zaměřit jen na to špatný a nechat se tím pohled. Ale já tak vždycky nechci.
I think the British should have done more from the beginning.
Don't touch my things. Wishing you luck.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't hurt me, please.
How are you?
You need to keep your temper in check.
Me? Those police are just asking for it.
You should listen to him.
They will throw you in Golan.
No way. That place is just for the Hansers.
For now, yes. But how long until all the undesirables get moved out there as well? Think about it.
Sakra.
Come on. Look at them. But what will happen if we
What
see
happened to
nothing?
freedom? Someone has to stand up to this oppression.
Most of my jewelry already.
City gone to hell.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Seraph. I found Orlov. He's dead.
What? Are you sure it's him?
Well, technically I never met him before. I did, however, meet a doctor who looks just like him in Alaska. In that clinic I told you about. His name then was McFadden.
Christ, Adam. What exactly happened to you in that clinic?
I don't know. I was in the coma ward. It was run by the World Health Organization. Facility 451. Can you dig into it?
Of course.
I'm gonna search this body and the apartment and see what I can find.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Told you I am not going to.
Stay quiet.
Come on.
I think we should take it.
I can't believe Rucker's dead.
That bastard had it coming.
This is only going to make our lives harder. Do you think we'll get blamed for killing him?
Why not? Let them think we did it. Maybe then they'll behave.
Welcome to a brave new world.
I suppose the Rucker won't be leading you Hansers to the promised land after
No
all.
matter who Rucker was or what he stood for,
He
it's
wasn't
an
being
awful
a
way
hard
to go.
Huh.
I heard his head exploded. To nebylo moc vtipný.
Ty si myslíš, že máš problémy, ale já nebudu na ulici někoho
The thing I hate
zastavovat,
most
abych
about
je
working late
rozemíral.
is all the homeless that move in here
Když
after
začneš
dark.
ostatním vyprávět o svých problémech,
The
nejspíš
last
se
thing I need
snažíš
after I put in a long day is to be hassled by some
a
dirty
nebo
lazy
se
homeless.
chceš přemluvit, abys udělal něco blbost.
Ty vole.
Come on in. Weapons for sale. You have credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
No, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Menu? No. Make up your mind.
Did you check over there yet?
You're really bad at stealth, you know that. Oyobo.
initiated. Access granted.
Alex, I'm in Miller's apartment. The man keeps a tight ship.
What do you expect? He's former SAS. Military life will make a neat freak out of anyone. If he's got secrets in there, Adam, they'll be well hidden.
Everyone's got to tell. I just need to know more about him to understand his.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Find anything in that apartment yet?
It's like you said, Miller keeps his secrets well hidden. But I'm looking.
Access granted.
Alex, just hacked Miller's computer. There's some heavy stuff going on in his personal life, but nothing incriminating.
Keep looking. We may not get another chance at this.
I think I got something, Alex. Miller's NSN access card. He must have left it behind when he logged into his second computer.
His second computer? Anything incriminating on it?
Haven't checked it yet. But I'm starting to think the only way we'll learn more is by hearing all of that NSN conversation.
Shit, man, that's risky. But we may have to.
Why? You find something on VersaLife?
It ain't good. Meet me in the small courtyard near TF-29. I'll explain.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
suits.
Na tohle já.
City is falling apart. The whole department is corrupt.
Always like
For outcasts like Richard, those who feel exiled from our
It's with them. I'm watching.
Nemůžu se dočkat, až odsud.
What's this?
Alex, you here?
Hey, thanks for being quick. Didn't want to be seen hanging around by myself for too long in case you got held up.
I can be a gentleman, sometimes. You said you got something on VersaLife.
Yeah, a couple of months back, a research assistant was found dead in the Roka Seka beach facility. Special Projects Division. She was poisoned, just like Rucker.
She. You got her name?
Anik Norstad. Why? You know somebody there?
Doesn't matter. Forget it.
I can't stand VersaLife, Adam. Back when I was flying for Bell Tower in Panama, I stumbled into deep shit with them. They're the reason I've got a target on my back. They told my bosses to kill me.
If they're involved in this, we'll get them. We just need to know what this is. Rucker gave me this before he died. Said it could prove ARC is being set up. The email on it reads like activation orders to me.
Where'd he get it? Whose is it?
I've got a suspect in mind, but nothing to prove it. Until I do, can you get Janus or one of your Juggernaut friends to backtrace the IP address?
Yeah, man, no problem. Listen, about VersaLife. The information we found on Norstad was buried deep. No police report, no autopsy. Just a footnote on an insurance claim, calling it an industrial accident.
She was working with dangerous pathogens, wasn't she?
Supposedly. Janus thinks there's more to it. He's the one who found the report. Said it was off.
Off how?
Lots of blank spaces and missing details. Didn't really go into it.
And you didn't think to ask, did you?
Are you saying I fucked up?
I'm saying Janus thinks a lot of things. And somehow always manages to find the answer when nobody else can. You don't find that odd?
I find it reassuring. The Collective has people everywhere gathering all kinds of intel. But Janus is what holds us together, helps us make sense of it. He picks the signal out of the static.
And yet you've never met him.
Nobody meets Janus. Nobody even knows where he is, who he is, hell, even what he is. You get used to it after a while. For me, the key thing is what he finds. Norstad was poisoned, Adam, just like Rucker. Are we looking at some kind of bioweapon here?
Miller's access card might help us find out.
How? I don't follow you.
NSN exchanges are stored in the system's cloud memory. If I log in as Miller using his access card, I might be able to play back more of that conversation he had with the bosses.
Shit, Adam, this isn't like planting a bug. You have to actually use the chair. For a while. If anyone catches you...
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Your call. But I want to be plugged in and listening the whole time you're in there. Just be careful, man. Call me when you've accessed the machine.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Make the best of it, he says. What a joke.
Good luck finding the people who hacked us. Hopefully it's not for long.
I don't envy the guy who's gonna have to clean up Gollum City once they've done rioting. I don't understand people rioting. Doesn't make anything better.
Hey, Adam.
Just makes things worse for everyone. Such a shame what's happening in Gollum City. I don't understand people rioting. Doesn't make anything better. Just makes things worse for everyone. Such a shame what's happening in...
I heard about Rucker. That's terrible, Adam. He was our standard bearer. What direction will the movement take now?
I don't know. I spoke to Miller as he was leaving. Told me he was going to Gollum City to talk to the state police.
Damn, I hope he has better luck than you and Smiley did. Because if you think that Prague is bad now, imagine what'll happen if reaction to Rucker's death gets violent.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, Fubar is what'll happen. What a week. And meanwhile, I'm going crazy waiting for Dr. Ozen to get back to me with my test results.
How did it go with Dr. Ozen? She ran some tests?
I swear to God, Adam. These tests they give me are more stressful than being in the field. When I'm out there, I have immediate feedback every second. And when you're doing these tests, they just stare at you and take notes. I don't like it.
Nobody does. When do you get the results?
Dr. Ozen didn't say. I don't know, hopefully in a day or two.
Try and stay positive.
Always.
So what do you think of our new doctor?
What do you mean?
I just wonder what she's really doing here.
Things are heating up here in Prague. We can use all the help we can get. I'd be worried if Interpol didn't send a psychologist. Besides, I spoke to her for an hour. I like her.
It just seems suspicious to me, that's all. We've never needed a psychologist before. Who's she watching?
Come on, Adam. You keep talking like that, and Chang's gonna change all the locks again. There are 87 agents in Prague, and I just finished handing out the new keycards.
I should get going.
Okay. Talk to you later. Hey, Adam.
Because of the latest bombing, coordinating security for AUG-related functions just became exponentially
Last week, a
more
truck working for
complicated.
Tai Young Medical got hijacked. A bunch of AUG installation tech was stolen.
It doesn't make my life any easier that the guy in charge of security for the safe harbor
I've
launch
tracked a
is
missing
grade A
neuroplasticity calibrator to the Diwali family here in Prague, but then the trail goes cold.
I heard you were in Gollum earlier today. That must have been a head trip. Things in the AUG ghetto have been building to a crisis for months.
Tough break what happened to Rucker. With ARC leaderless, things will only escalate further. Nobody wins.
The commuter system in Toronto has been shut down after 2 trains collided. Toronto Transit is claiming terrorists hacked their trains, but unless ARC has people with experience in black cyber ops, I really doubt it.
So far, in spite of the increased load, our systems are holding, thank God. I'm very worried about how our network is going to perform after several hours of gathering data on the death of Talos Rucker.
Dwindling resources for augmented criminals is leading to an increase in arrests. When crooks are forced to rely on black market AUGs, and then those AUGs crap out on them, it makes the police's job that much easier.
Yeah, we've seen...
Eliza's blog is reporting that Talos Rucker was killed by an illegal augmentation freely available on the black market. I don't know where Picus gets its information, but sometimes I wish our sources were as good as theirs.
Every half hour, I run a check on the drones in Gollum City.
Probably some nuts.
If the drones in Gollum go nuts and kill a bunch of augmented, the cops can just blame it on mechanical failure caused by the rioters.
That's gotta raise some eyebrows. We should find out, but it's not a priority. Yeah, we've seen it already. I was monitoring electricity usage across the city, and I came across an anomaly. One apartment in Prague is drawing enough power for a complex 3 times its size. I can't imagine what all the electricity would be for. One apartment in Prague is drawing enough power for a complex 3 times its size. I can't imagine.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at
Art doesn't make sense because it's happening.
The amount of data that you use.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
No, I got a bad feeling about this. So far, in spite of the increased load, our systems are holding, thank God. It's all about keeping your concentration. Tiny interruption.
I don't have a good feeling about the weapons that's in Colin right now. Not together. Dwindling resources for augmented criminals is leading to an increase in arrests. When crooks are forced to rely on black market augs, and then those augs crack down on them, it makes the police's job that much easier.
That police captain? I just had to that. Where did I leave that file? That's Are you here to talk? Wow, 2 in one day. Did maintenance take the plague cross off my door?
I'm sorry.
Arya was here earlier,
And now you. That's 2 agents to walk through my door willingly. You know, while I have you, I'd love to talk with you about Rucker.
That's actually why I'm here.
You're kidding, right? Because this never happens. Sometimes I literally feel like a dentist.
I have a suspicion about who might be behind the hit on Rucker. A name. iLink came back with nothing,
But maybe I can use some of my shrink-your tricks to see what I can dig up. Maybe draw up a profile for you? So who's the guy?
Viktor Marchenko.
Oh, he sounds bad. No sweat, it's nice to feel like I'm part of something. I'll let you know if I have any luck.
Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it.
I hope you don't beat yourself up over the Rucker thing. I'm sure you did everything you could. I'll see what I can dig up. I'll check out that name for you. Maybe it'll be me that cracks the case wide open.
Anti-Hog violence affects everyone. It's a cliche, but
I'll check out that name for you. Maybe it'll be me that cracks the case wide open.
Eliza's blog is reporting that Talus Rucker was killed by an illegal augmentation
The commuter
freely
system in
available
Toronto
on
has
the
been
black
shut down
market.
after 2 trains collided.
I don't know where Picus gets its information, but sometimes I wish our sources were as good as theirs.
Yes. We've only got 3 victims left to identify from the train station bombing, we think. It's hard to know how many people died at the station because in a lot of cases, all we have are incomplete pieces.
Oh, hey. Adam, what's going on?
Miller sent me to...
Checking my progress? Really? I said it would be done when it's done. You can't rush these things, Adam. Excellence takes time.
Right. So...
Well, I was right. Am I good or am I good?
What did you find?
Oh, just some isolated fragments from what looks like the bomb's timing mechanism. And get this, it's a Stanek.
A Stanek? The bomb's timing mechanism was a wristwatch?
Well, to address your incredulous tone, a mechanical timing mechanism is not as silly as it sounds. Security scanners can detect anything with a suspicious electronic circuit, so using a low-tech solution is really clever.
Stanek watches are custom-made locally. I think I'll pay the shop a visit.
It's probably closed. Let's see if I can find you a second option. Yeah, got it. Nomad Stanek, founder and owner of the store, lives in the Davnia Vod district near Pilgrim Station. That's Putnik Nadraji in Czech, I think. Building number 96, 2nd floor.
Thanks, I'll check it out.
Great, let me know how it goes. I'll look into Stanek's records, see if there's anything germane to the case. Call me if you find something. Nice job bringing that DSD in. Of course, we probably shouldn't tell anyone else how it got here. Nice job bringing that DSD in. Of course, we probably shouldn't tell anyone else how it got here.
We've only got 3 victims left to identify from the train station bombing.
People don't pay much attention to me, so I see all kinds of things they wouldn't want anyone else to know about. I don't know why you go into the ladies' room, and I don't want to know. That's your business. Just make sure no one else sees you. I don't know why you go into the ladies' room, and I don't want to know. That's your business. Just make sure no one else sees you.
I've been combing the files of people close to Talus Rucker to see who's most likely to field the leadership act. The new head of ARC is probably going to be Viktor Marchenko. Easily the ugliest looking human being I've ever seen.
No, I'm telling you.
I was
someone's
monitoring
hacking into the
electricity
server and
usage
reading
across
our
the
emails.
city, and I came across an anomaly.
He's got access to all our communications for security reasons.
I'm telling you, they were hacked. It wasn't Miller. He would have to go through a back door.
Something strange is going on here.
Every half hour, I run a check on the drones in Gollum City.
Someone is reading our emails, I'm sure of it. But nobody listens to what I have to say.
If the drones in Gollum go nuts and kill a bunch of augmented, the cops could just blame it on mechanical failure caused by the rioters.
I heard you were in Gollum earlier today. That must have been a head trip. Things in the AUG ghetto have been building to a crisis for months. I've lost track of how many people have been killed in the past few hours. AUGs are killing cops, cops are killing AUGs. An eye for an eye, all the way to the end. What an end it'll be.
Having an NSN and then not using it to gather intel in a crisis like this is just a waste. When I think of everything the task force could be doing but isn't doing, it makes me wonder what's really going on.
The Juggernaut Collective hacked a few of the police drones in Gollum City and got their camera footage. The Collective posted images of Gollum from before the riots broke out. The resolution sucks, but I was still able to recognize you in one of those still shots.
Wouldn't catch me going in there.
Something strange is going on here. Someone is reading our emails, I'm sure of it. But nobody listens to what I have to say.
Horrible, horrible place. The reason we have to speculate so much is that they don't tell us their plans.
Last week, a truck working for Tai Young Medical got hijacked. A bunch of AUG installation tech was stolen.
We had Jensen inside.
Singh deserves some kind of Interpol medal for outstanding service.
Yeah, I guess he won't
Barely
be
off
coming
the
into
plane and he's already caught wind of a kidnapping.
That's pretty messed up.
Fucking straight. There's chatter on the web.
I was studying some old forum traffic about the Collective, and I found a disturbing rumor about someone who works here. I guess I should report what I found to Director Miller, but if I'm wrong about a task force operative having a criminal past, I could ruin that person's career. I guess I should report what I found to Director Miller, but if I'm wrong about a task force operative having a criminal past, I could ruin that person's career.
Sing, man.
Who's made the most noise in the pro-AUG movement?
In pursuit, they're losing it.
AUGs all over the world are going crazy. If things get any worse, we could be looking at a global civil war.
I've been pulling intel on this Marchenko, but nothing adds up. It's like he didn't exist before the incident, but that's impossible. The guy's in his 40s. He has to be here somewhere.
Sorry, Jensen. Love to help you. But thanks to Chang's hang-up with password security, I've been locked out of the system again. I know security is important, but I spent half the day running from IT to Chang and back to my computer instead of actually getting shit done.
I was monitoring electricity usage across the city, and I came across an anomaly.
Damn Chang's security.
Have another one.
I was studying some old forum traffic about the Collective, and I found a disturbing rumor about someone who works here. I guess I should report what I found to Director Miller, but if I'm wrong about a task force operative
all over the
criminal
world,
past, I could ruin my person's career.
I've been combing the files of people close to Talus Rucker to see who's most likely to feel the leadership vacuum.
Why aren't we...
The new head of ARC is probably going to be Victor Marchenko. Easily the ugliest looking human being.
Tough break what happened to Rucker. With ARC leaderless, things will only escalate further. Nobody wins.
I guess I should report what I found to Director Miller, but if I'm wrong about a task force operative having a criminal You see past, that? I could ruin
I've
that
lost
person's
track of
career.
how many people have been killed in the past few hours.
We've only got 3 victims left to identify from the train station bombing.
Jim Miller is in Gotham City personally for the riots. And I'm the lucky guy he chose to monitor his movements. If I see someone about to attack the director on my monitors, I don't think I'm going to be able to warn him in time. It's not going to help our relationship with state police.
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
I think I found something.
Is he trying to make contact with T?
Well, you've got to look at the obvious first, right?
I'm not liking this.
All we can do is speculate until someone steps up.
I'm close to a real breakthrough on the Collective.
Nobody's thought of this before, but I think Janus employs flesh and blood operatives on site to make the more difficult hacks feasible.
So many buildings were left vacant after the incident that it's easy for terrorist groups to find a place to hide. A disused missile silo in Russia, an abandoned auto plant in Detroit, a former geological research facility in Switzerland. Bombs all over the world going for base of operations.
It's right there. The most obvious thing in the world.
I was studying some old forum traffic about the Collective, and I found a disturbing rumor about someone who works here. I guess I should report what I found to Director Miller, but if I'm wrong about a task force...
How long is Director Miller going to be in Gotham City?
He told me as long as it takes. He's coordinating with state police.
That explains why he went home to change first. He keeps his personal field gear in his apartment.
Of course he does. He likes his privacy. Is it true he actually lives in a penthouse?
Don't get me started.
This place has all kinds of rumors flying around.
First you, now Miller. Everyone's taking a trip to
I
Gotham
just find it
today.
unlikely that Miller can afford a penthouse on a director's salary.
You'd never get me to go to the Ogden ghetto, especially today. You're lucky you made it out alive.
I was called to consult with the Palisade Bank last week.
Every half hour I run a check on the drones in Gotham City. If the drones in Gotham go nuts and kill a bunch of augmented, the cops can just blame it on mechanical failure caused by the rioters.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yeah, I have an undercover operative in ARC, but I haven't heard from her since the rioting started. I really hope my operative in ARC is safe. We can't afford to miss any information on that group's activities.
Hey, gents. I heard about your fuck-up with Rucker.
Remind me, McCready, how many ex-wives do you have again?
Number 4's in the wind. So what happened? Mr. Non-Violence show his true face and finally come heavy?
No. Rucker was hit from the outside. All I could do was watch it happen.
Shame he won't be giving us any answers.
Not directly, no. What about you? How's the Dubai investigation coming?
Oman is stonewalling me now, giving me some shit about regional jurisdiction. Miller's rung the bell with Mandalay, but until it gets sorted, I'm sitting on my hands.
Well, it seems we both have our challenges today.
Yeah. I'm an optimist, though. Something will turn up. Gotta trust your gut, right? An ex-cop can understand that.
You mentioned me being an ex-cop. You reading up on me?
Someone new rolls in, I like to brush up on them. Like to know who I've got standing next to me.
So you weren't looking for character weaknesses you could exploit?
Despite my tone and attitude, mate, I'm not a bully. I just have ridiculously high standards of people who might end up with my life in their hands.
So do I pass muster?
Decorated SWAT, head of security for Sarif Industries. It's an impressive jacket. After the incident, there is a black hole about a year wide. It gives me some pause, truth told. What happened there?
I stepped away from the work. I needed to refocus.
Yeah, I get that. Believe me. Well, look, I've got a shitload of work to do, so if there isn't anything else...
Have you gotten word from Singh? He managed to turn up anything in the desert?
He's back in Basra now, digging where he can, but he might as well be kicking over stones. So far, he's come back with sweet FA.
That's too bad.
Yeah, well, what can you do? Hurry up and wait. Isn't that the old soldier's credo?
Right. I'll see you around, McCready.
Sure. You forget something?
I'll let you...
Probably some nuts. We found where the mystery group from Dubai had its staging area. Unfortunately, it was deserted and sanitized. The Dubai crashers are skilled and disciplined. They're not leaving anything for us to follow. I'm starting to think we won't find them until they strike again. We should find out, but it's not a priority.
Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible
That's gotta raise
journalists,
some eyebrows.
it can be. Underground websites and radio stations
not gonna help our
continue to
relationship
praise
with
the
state
Juggernaut
police.
Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers who are exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake.
We should find out, but it's not a
The
priority.
collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy.
Probably some nuts.
In Russia, active leaked classified corporate documents.
That's gotta raise some eyebrows. The commuter system in Toronto's been shut down after 2 trains collided. Toronto Transit is claiming terrorists.
I've managed to track Vince all the way to the Repertory Cinema yesterday at noon, but the camera doesn't show him going out. There must have been another exit.
Did he meet somebody there?
How should I know? Dozens of people walked in during the next hour, but I didn't recognize any of them.
It's been too long, even for Black.
I don't know.
If I don't hear from him,
could put the name of every
I'm
organization
going to
on
Miller.
into a dark
There's a
net.
value in the middle of something big.
If I
I
have
need to know
anything,
what
I'll
it
let
is.
you know.
Art doesn't make sense because of, you know,
Rucker's death has got everything on the web jumping. The amount of data this ship is huge. It's just chatter on top of chatter. If I have anything, I'll let you know. There's a shady character in Gollum City
all
I've
about
been keeping
keeping
my
your
eye on for a
concentration.
while.
could be
And
anything.
he's had quite a day. When the Gollum riots broke out, one of the people attacked was a dealer in stolen goods named Louis Galois. The cops had to rescue him. He's a little bruised, but otherwise okay.
Art doesn't make sense because
One tiny interruption and you're fucked.
could be anyone really.
Pessimistically optimistic. Is that a thing?
Rucker's death has got everything on the web jumping.
You might want to check with security before pawing at that terminal.
I don't know. We could put the name of every organization on the board.
I don't know.
Dark
I
net.
got a bad feeling about this.
Trace
If I have
program
anything, I'll let you know.
initiated.
It's whoever we're not.
Access granted.
It's all about keeping your concentration.
It's just chatter on top of chatter.
Art doesn't make sense because of.
It's all about keeping your concentration.
The amount of data to ship through is huge.
Could be anyone really. I don't know. We could put the name of every organization on the board.
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
It's just chatter on top of chatter.
It's whoever we're not
If I
thinking.
have anything, I'll let you know.
One tiny interruption and you're fucked. I've never met anyone with more secrets than Vince Black. If you do somehow manage to see Vince, tell him we're looking for him. It's important.
Could be anyone
If
really.
you're looking for Black, he ain't around. Of course.
Pessimistically
I don't know why
optimistic.
Vince has an office
Is
here.
that a
He
thing?
spends all his time
The
within
amount
the
of data
valley.
to ship through is huge.
We could put the name of every organization on a
I
board
don't know.
and throw darts
I got a
at it.
bad feeling about this.
If I have anything, I'll let you know.
All we can do is speculate until someone
Rucker's
steps
death
up.
has got everything on the web. The bank I used to work at was paranoid about security. Their NDA was the size of a novella.
Art doesn't make sense
Security
because
was so
of one
tight,
tiny
I'm surprised they
interruption.
let us leave with the lunch counter food still in our bodies. Rucker's death. It's got everything on the web dumping.
Looks
It's
like you
whoever
killing
we're not
Rucker did
thinking of.
everyone a favor.
It's all
Golem's
about
finally
keeping your
fighting back.
concentration.
With Rucker out of the way, we have the leeway we need to go in and clean the whole place out. Good job.
If I have anything, I'll let you know.
I don't know. We could put the name of every organization on a board and throw darts at it. I'd love to store some of my stuff at the Palisade, just to say I can afford it. Hell, I'd love just having something important
Pessimistically
and secure.
optimistic. Is that a thing?
That's my computer!
If I have anything, I'll let you know. We're monitoring a few IP addresses that we think belong to the collective,
all about
and their
keeping your
usage is up by over 30%. If the collective has something big planned, and now's the perfect time for them to act, we're
That's
stretched
the
way too
materials
thin.
needed for a booby trap.
The NSN is a great piece of tech, but with all those functionalities, it
I don't
requires
know.
constant
I got a bad
updating.
feeling about this.
Security on the NSN is top of the line. Without the access card, any breach is totally impossible.
The bank I used to work at was paranoid about security. Their NDA was the size of a novella. Security was so tight, I'm surprised they let us leave with the lunch counter food still in our bodies.
Well, well, well. Here we go.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Get some sleep, Chang. You sound like you can use it.
The amount of data to ship through is huge.
Hey, it's a good thing you got that signal booster offline. Agent Singh spent a long time getting in with the Jinn.
The amount of
It'd be a
data
shame to
to
have
ship
it blow
through
his
is
cover.
huge.
Smiley was telling me the train
Tiny
station bombs
interruption
used a
and you're
wristwatch as a timing mechanism. That's weird, right? No, you
Who's
know
made
what?
the
I don't
most
care what he
noise in
says.
the pro
It's just
op
weird.
Rucker's death has got everything on the web
Ah,
dumping.
the Diwali called this guy
I don't know.
Constantine.
I got a bad feeling
Like that's
about
supposed to be
this.
intimidating, right? We don't have a last name for Constantine, but until his death in the Razika bombing, he was a high-placed member of the Diwali crime family, answering to Otar Botkavelli. We suspect he has lots of connections in the
Rucker's
upper
death has
echelons of the
got everything.
organization,
Remember the days
all the
when
way up to
people would
Rajesh
claim
Nikoladze and
responsibility
beyond.
for the horrible shit
Between
they
you and
did?
me,
It's all about
I
keeping your
suspect that he's a
concentration.
con,
Rucker's death
a
has got
spy that
everything
watches
on
a
the web
Diwali
dumping.
lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss. Dr. Talos Rucker, former medical doctor and former leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, now deceased.
The reason we have
You know
so
the rest.
much chatter is that they don't tell us their plans.
Dr. Talos Rucker, former medical doctor and former leader of the Augmented Rights
Pessimistically
Coalition,
optimistic.
now deceased.
Is that a
You
thing?
know the rest. Everything we know about this guy can fit on one yellow sticky note.
If I have
We know his
anything,
name,
I'll let you
Viktor
know.
Marchenko, if that's his real name, and nothing else. I mean, we can't find a trace of him anywhere.
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
The editor of Samostat is a man known only as K. He works out of an underground newsroom somewhere in Prague, which is the principal hub for an extensive network of secret
It's all
sources
about
and
keeping
rogue
your
journalists working
concentration.
all across Europe. Joseph the Builder, former member of the Church of the Machine God, now deceased. It seems he was the main architect and designer of the Consciousness Collector, the machine the Church of the Machine God wanted to use to help them merge with the Singularity.
One tiny interruption and you're fucked.
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman, and they call her Mother. That's creepy,
Rucker's
right?
death has got
I think that's
everything on
really
the web dumping.
Otar Botkavelli. This guy's a
Pessimistically
classic.
optimistic.
They don't make many like him
The amount
anymore.
of data
Sharp
this
mind,
is
a real
huge.
businessman. One of those gangsters.
Unbiased and impartial reporting.
It's all about keeping your concentration.
Didn't catch me going in there. This place has all kinds of rumors flying around.
I picked up a trail on a human smuggling ring just on the fringe of Gollum. Trust me, you don't want to see this. These people thought they were going to Revilla.
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because Ark doesn't operate in North America.
Place call Hong Kong Alpha 10 priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside Ark?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker... Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the Council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
It'll have to be somewhere safe. Leave the task force when you can, and I'll contact you with a location.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
I need to speak with Director Miller about my investigation. Thought maybe he was in the NSN. You?
Same. Only just leaving him a message. It's about Vince Black, our organized crime division head. I'm worried. I was hoping maybe the director had heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
You mentioned Lyon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Mandley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No, I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take.
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me... Adam, what's up? Did you check out Black's office yet?
Not yet, no.
I hope you can find a lead. I feel so damned handcuffed, you know?
I understand, don't worry. If there's something to find, it'll get found. I'll see you around, Doc.
I can't thank you enough for agreeing to help out with Black. I just have the worst feeling that he's gotten in over his head. I just have the worst feeling.
It's just chatter on top of chatter.
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Well, we gotta look at the obvious first. Tiny interruption. Then you're fucked.
Damn Chinese security.
The original digital rock. When he got pinched the task force. I need somebody over here.
Hey, Adam. Hey, what's up?
I should...
Okay. Hey, Adam.
Can't believe a word they say.
Stay back, everyone. We must secure this.
I don't want any trouble.
I'm watching you. You didn't have anything to do with this, did you?
In my own city.
Not yours.
What happened to freedom?
What the hell was
Someone
that?
Out of the way.
stand up
We're
to
securing
don't want
this.
any trouble, and you look like trouble.
Police